Welcome back to the On Adventure podcast. I'm Josh Self, and I will be your host today. Today's episode is going to be a little different and much quicker. I wanted to take a quick moment to have a brief monologue and just summarize my gratefulness for how this year has gone with all of these conversations that I've been able to have. As a kid growing up in the 90s, the Dave Letterman show was always a favorite, and his top 10 list was something that I look forward to. I'm not going to do a top 10 list because that seems like that would take too long, but I will give what I think are the top 3 key themes or takeaways that I've seen as a consistent thread through a lot of these conversations that I've been able to have throughout the year. Number 1, doing hard things creates transformation in our lives. And I've seen it several times across all the episodes with the guests emphasizing the importance of pushing past physical and mental boundaries to unlock personal growth. The challenges, whether they're endurance races, long distance trails, or high altitude climbs, the challenges themselves become the catalyst for transformation and clarity. Scott Hansen talked about doing the Western States 100. Pete Ripmaster talked about his ultra endurance feats and his homemade 100-mile races that he's attempting to do in every single state. Clay Sanders turned tragic events into a purpose-driven mission to reduce suffering in others, which I thought was really cool. Number 2, a common thread of adventure as a path to self-discovery and connection. Adventure isn't always just about adrenaline or accomplishment. It's a vehicle for discovering deeper truths about ourselves and fostering connections with others and the natural world. Johnny Beardmore, aka the Galapagos Postman, uses his year-long global letter delivery to explore human connection in an increasingly disconnected world. Dr. Tommy Gavigan tied his moon dance guiding experiences to teaching self-reliance in the wilderness and instilling leadership qualities in others. And Matt Walker, who I've had on a couple times at this point, highlighted the psychological benefits of adventure as a way to unplug, face discomfort, and gain clarity. And then number 3, a really cool common thread that I didn't expect, but I've seen over and over again, is the intersection of suffering and joy. This came up in multiple episodes and shows how deliberate suffering through endurance challenges or pushing one's own limits often leads to a profound sense of joy, purpose, and aliveness. Favorite episode was with Kenton Kuhl, high altitude mountaineer, and the one who holds the record for the most summits of a non-Sherpa on Mount Everest, with him achieving his 18th summit earlier this year. Kenton vividly described the joy and peace he finds on Everest despite the physical demands. Skip Schweiss explained how his annual group trips, his excellent adventures, create camaraderie through shared struggles and achievements. And then Jeff Ames talked about his through hike on the Appalachian Trail and how the experience brought both hardship and deep fulfillment. I think the very cool summary that I'm taking away, and I hope you do as well, is that there is a consistent through line across all these conversations that pursuing adventure and doing hard things not only reveals inner strength and resilience, but also enhances connection to others and provides a deeper sense of joy, purpose, and self-awareness. And I'll leave you with that going into the holidays. I look forward to more of these conversations that I've got lined up for 2025. Thanks for listening and happy holidays.